You feel good about it. You feel confident. You're in the vibe. You're in the video. You're giving the transmission. You're allowing the voice, the channel to open, and you're allowing it to come through you. And you just feel like a rock star. You feel like this is me. You feel like this is clear. I know exactly what's happening, and this feels so good. That kind of confidence, that level of confidence really deeply comes when you start trusting the unknown. Because guess what? When you put on the camera or when you get on a live video, unless you are sitting there studying your notes for 5 bajillion hours, getting ready to do whatever you're about to do, you don't really know what comes next. Whew, right? You don't really know what comes next. And so the fear of getting on video, and I had this so deeply before I started trusting my own channel, before I started knowing how to activate and open my channel so that I could allow it to come through. I could be in this fluidity of allowance. A lot of that happened when I started opening my sexual body and learning how to direct the flow of energy in my body so that I can be doing that here, right? I can be opening my channel, opening my vessel, and I can not know what comes next. I have no idea what I'm about to say at all, but I'm here and I'm present and I'm open and I'm allowing it to come through, and I'm okay with the mystery. I'm okay not knowing. Now, I remember at the very beginning, you gotta work yourself up to this, okay? Because at the very beginning of my business, I used to make videos and I used to chop them up. So I used to like look at my notes and be like, okay, I have those 2 sentences. I can say those 2 sentences. I used to say it, and then I'd pause the video and I'd go back and I'd look at my notes and I'd say, okay, here are the next 2 sentences. And then I'd go back and I'd say them. And I'd record videos like that, which is not wrong. You know, like my system, very sensitive system, needed that. I needed that as training ground. So when you want to be more comfortable in your transmission, in your channel, and in your voice coming through, know that there are stages, okay? So there are stages where it is going to feel more vulnerable to be in a live video, and you actually want to do it recorded. Like I'm recording it right now just because I feel like it. But really, start there. Start in the recording part where you're stopping and starting. The next thing is that you really want to be connected to your audience, to your people. Like, I can feel you right now. If I didn't feel you, then I would just feel like I'm speaking to a screen right now, and that would not fly by. That would not actually work, because it's got to land somewhere. And if it's just landing into this projection my mind's making of this box, and I'm not connected to the hearts of the humans that are on the other side that are receiving it, then my voice is like, well, who am I speaking to? What am I speaking for? Yeah. So connect to your people, feel them, and allow yourself to speak from that place. The next thing I want to share is that you don't need to be visible in every part of your life. You get to pick and choose essentially how you are visible, and have the sovereignty to be able to decide, okay, this kind of recording and this type of live experience, and this feels good, this doesn't feel good. How do you find out? You experiment. You try, you do different things, and you allow yourself to shift and grow over time. So what felt good and what gave you results? Maybe you're getting maybe you're flowing, you have clients, you're in like this 10K month vibe, and you've done a certain thing to get that way. You've spoken a certain way. You've been visible a certain way. Well, don't just continue doing that piece of the visibility. Allow yourself to grow and expand based on what your desire is. So when you ask yourself, okay, what is my desire for my visibility? Is my desire to be seen in my authenticity? Is my desire to be seen in my practice? Is my desire to be seen in my expertise? Is my desire to have it really styled, right? You get to ask yourself, what is your desire there, and follow that and trust that forward, yeah? So being seen on camera and allowing yourself to have the transmission come through is, in a large way, getting over yourself, getting over your fear of what people think of me. It doesn't make sense. Is it gonna matter? And really tapping into that place of, I want to serve. I want to serve, and so I'm gonna get over my own fear, because you will have fear. Every time I get on a video, and I've been in my business for 6 years, like this is nothing new, but still every time there's always that little bit, and it gets better and better and easier every time. So it's a big deal to be broadcasting your essence and your voice and your channel and your message and your magic, your medicine to the world. It's a big deal. On soul level, on heart level, on human level, on child level, like it's a big deal in all of the ways, and it touches all these parts of ourselves. And so recognize that it is a big feat when you do it. When you press that live video and you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm willing to meet myself in that place. I'm willing to feel the uncomfortable feelings. I'm just willing to. That's a leader, right? That's how you know that you're really doing what it takes to rise in your leadership and in your role and in your ability to manifest whatever it is you want, because you're willing to meet the fear. Yeah. So meet it, be seen in it if it comes up. Like, you know, if you are live and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel vulnerable, say it. I feel vulnerable. Get over the fear, get over the fear, get over the fear by walking with it. Not by telling yourself you're wrong because you've got this fear and like all these people are online and they don't have it. No. Everyone who gets on video, everybody, we're human and we all share the same human emotions. And so it's so natural, it's so normal. Choose the way that you want to step into those edges. Choose the way that you want to be seen. And have moments, have days, have weeks where you're literally in pajamas, or if it's me, naked or lingerie. Like have that where you're not seen at all, where you're not recording, where you're not taking selfies. You know, give yourself the nourishment of your own self, of your own body, of your own time, where it's really not about being seen. But then when you get that impulse to be seen, when you feel that rise within you, meet it. Meet it, meet it, meet it, meet it, meet it.